All right, race fans, welcome once again to MaxSpeedTV. I know we got a lot of fans out there tonight. We have a great show for you coming up tonight. This is the first annual D1RT Winter Classic presented by MaxSpeedTV.com. Again, before we get into all of the racing and stuff, we are in practice mode for another 10, looks like about 11 minutes. But before these drivers actually get out onto the track here, we are actually going to go through all of the sponsors that make all of this possible. We'll take a look here. Again, it looks like a few drivers have been out on the track already. No drivers are currently out on the track, but we're going to go through all of the sponsors here. Obviously, D1RT is the biggest sponsor here. They are putting all of this show on. Special thanks to V2R, VLR for jumping on board last minute to get all of this done. Again, we are here in practice mode and seeing times going, but not any cars on the track, so may have to see what's going on with that. But Performance PCs, they are the official sponsor of MaxSpeedTV for all water cooling and performance needs, so check them out at performance-pcs.com. Sim Speed Shop, check them out at Sim Speed Shop on Facebook or simspeedshop.com on the internet for all of those needs. HRE Motorsports and Elite 7 Racing, they are the official teams of MaxSpeedTV and virtual-to-reality.tv. Make sure you check them out for all of those needs. And there we go. Now we're seeing some cars. Had a glitch there. The cars are on the track now, so we do apologize for that. We are finally getting some cars out here. And all of the sponsors that make this race possible, we're going to go through all of those for you. Sester Fabrication, big shout out to them. Diamond Auto Center, another great sponsor on board here. Bubba Army, definitely check all of these guys out on the internet. Gerbs Graphics, they do some terrific looking graphics, so definitely check that out. Jones Core, definitely another great sponsor, and one putting $1,000 on the line here. One of them putting $1,000 other than dirt racing is, of course, Tony Stewart Racing. So definitely check out all these guys. Check them out on Facebook. Give them a shout out, give them a message. Thank them for all they did to put in all the money here tonight to make this race possible. Again, this is one of 3 nights qualifying. Then we'll have 2 last chance qualifiers and your feature race Saturday night. So make sure you tune in for all of that, as we are just about ready here. We've got about 8 minutes. So let's go on board with these drivers here for just a minute to kind of see what it's like to be behind the wheel of one of these cars with our TMD Rustic Decor onboard camera while we're still here in practice. Alright guys, we are back here. As you're seeing, we just put up our driver bar here so you can see just who you're watching here. And right now you are watching practice with about 6.5 minutes left to go. Again, a big shout out to all of the sponsors on board. This is going to be a great night of racing. Looks like so far we've got about 14 drivers in here. So they will divide them in groups of 10 for heat races. So that means that we will have 2 heat races. We should have about 29 or 30 drivers per night. It looks like another one is going to connect. So now we 15 drivers in. So we have quite a few drivers missing here tonight. We'll see how that goes. Again, we should have around 28 to 30 drivers per race. We do have 3 races here tonight. And we will do the same thing the next 2 nights as well before we get to the final race on Saturday night after 2 last chance qualifiers. Again, thanks for everybody for tuning in tonight. Looks like we have 103 people in the chat tonight. Definitely thanks for tuning in. If you like the racing and you definitely like all of these sponsors that put in all this money to make this race possible, definitely hit that thumbs up and give that a like. I know we have some of these sponsors out here watching, so give them a thumbs up for them here tonight, not just for MaxSpeedTV. Let them know that you are very thankful and putting up the money so this race could be possible. And of course, if you like racing in general and you like MaxSpeedTV, definitely hit that subscribe button if you are new here tonight and have not done so before. Again, right now we are in practice with about 5 minutes left to go. Let's take a look here at the fastest time right now. Is that car right there, the 38 of Tommy Rowe. He has got a 12.509 out of the 14 cars that have taken a time. So very interesting to see who's going to come out on top. Again, this is some of the drivers from all over the place that we have not seen before. Some of these drivers we don't get to see on a regular basis, but they are coming here to race tonight. Again, thanks everyone for tuning in. Looks like Sean Wallenfels Jr. is second fastest here. Let's go look. Craig Dunn. We have not seen him drive ever before in that number 57 machine right there. So we'll definitely be keeping an eye on him to see what kind of times he can put in. And we do apologize for the camera having to be a little far out tonight. We are going to try to adjust that here in a little bit during the national anthem. We'll see if we can't fix that. But unfortunately, camera 2 was acting up, but we are going to try to get that fixed during the national anthem here in just a little bit before the feature race. Let's check in. Austin M. Carr back in 4th position right now. Just went there with a 12.623. A few laps ago. He is putting on a good run here. Again, we have no idea who's going to come out on top tonight with 3.5 minutes left in practice. We do know some of these guys. We have seen him race before, like John Batista here, who had just pulled into pit road. We do know who he is, so we'll be keeping an eye on him. Sean Wallenfels Jr., Bruce Jones, I do believe we have seen him race before in that 87 machine. So again, all of these guys come in here. This is a free-to-enter race for $1,000 to win. Again, this is the biggest race on iRacing tonight, and we have 4 nights of this. 3 more after tonight. We have a lot of racing to bring you. So definitely keep tuned here to MaxSpeedTV as we have some outstanding racing to bring to you. Looks like we got about 2.5 minutes here. We're going to step away for just one more time, and then we will be back with qualifying. So don't go anywhere. We will be right back. Alright, we are back here with about 18 seconds left. Again, from now on, we will stay right here for all the racing action. Is up next is going to be qualifying, followed by your heat races. Again, it looks like only 15 drivers going to be here tonight. So this could make it very interesting to see. Again, we should have around 30. As it looks like the 34 Corey Trammell is going to come out, but he will not be able to complete any times there other than what he did. He ran a 12.883, but that's going to be it. That is over, so next up should be qualifying. There it is, and a green flag is officially being waved. So let's go look here. We'll jump in with John Fiddler here, who was the first one out. We'll keep an eye on his time, see what kind of times he can put in tonight. He was the first one on the track. Tommy rode the fastest in practice. So let's see here what kind of times they will put in. Here we go. We're also going to put that up for you here. Our top 10 powered by MaxSpeedTV.com. We'll see just what kind of times these guys can put in for you here in qualifying. And it looks like the fastest time is going to be Tommy Rowe so far with a 12.546. So now it's not. It's going to be Austin Carr who takes that time with a 12.467. So it's going to be a very interesting night to see these guys swapping it back and forth. Now Sean Wallenfels Jr. going to take the fastest time with a 12.434. As you can see, 0.017 seconds off of John Batista, who is now in second position. So one of these guys very well could walk away with the win here tonight. Definitely keep an eye on all of that as we're going to take away our top 10 here. Again, qualifying is still got 3.5 minutes or so, and we are definitely seeing most of these guys already just about done. Watch Craig Dunn back here. He is completing his first lap right now, and it will be a 12.554 to put him in 9th position. Put up the driver bar for you so you can see that. Kyle Trevathan's looks like he is slowing down, maybe getting up to pace. And he's indeed slowing down. He's already run a time 12.485. He's 5th fastest here in qualifying. So definitely a good run for him to put himself in the top 5 position. Looks like everyone has qualified. So we have about 3 minutes here with a little bit of time to spare. So we want to go through all the sponsors again to make all of this happen here on the side of MaxSpeedTV. We have Performance PCs. Go check them out at performance-pcs.com for all your water cooling and performance needs. Our newest partner here on board, Sim Speed Shop. Definitely check them out at simspeedshop.com and on Facebook at just Sim Speed Shop. HRE Motorsports and Elite 7 Racing. Those are the 2 official teams here on MaxSpeedTV, so definitely go check them both out on Facebook and give them a like. Virtual to Reality. At the end of the night tonight, we'll be giving away at least one, if not a couple more, 3-month codes to some lucky person there that wants to get on iRacing that has not been here before. We will give away those codes at the end of the night tonight. Tony Stewart Racing, they put in $1,000 here to make the purse over $2,000. I believe it's well over that now, for sure, upwards of $3,000. Jones Core, Gerbs Graphics, Bubba Army, Diamond Auto Center, and Sester Fabrication. Check out all of these great sponsors on their Facebook pages, on their websites. Let them know you are very grateful for them putting up the money they did here tonight for all that they do to help iRacing. And you can't forget D1RT Racing putting in money as well. They are the ones behind all of this. Again, VLR Racing is the one putting this together in the format and all that, but all of this started from D1RT Racing, so definitely go check out them on Facebook and give them a shout out for all they do. But again, we got about a minute here, so again, we are going to step away one more time before heat racing here in just about a minute. Alright, we are back at 7 seconds, and it is counting down. There we go, 3 seconds left. We are getting ready here. There it is. Checkered flag is waving on qualifying. Next up will be your Heat Race 1. It looks like we're going to have several drivers here in Heat Race 1. Looks like we're going to have Sean Wallenfels, Austin Carr, Kyle Trevathan, and they're moving around here a little bit on us. Craig Dunn, Neil Adams, Mark. Hopefully we get the Maz. Hopefully we don't butcher that too bad. We do apologize. Darren Haskell, Tyler Chalk. Hopefully we do not again butcher these names too bad. We haven't got to meet most of these guys before. This is the first time, so we do apologize for any of that mispronunciation. And of course, Sean Wallenfels Jr. in this race. It looks like Sean Wallenfels Jr. is going to be on pole for this race. Again, once we get to the feature race, we'll actually go through your official HRA Motorsports starting lineup. But it is a little thrown off here because of the way this is set up. Grid doesn't quite work with it, so we may have to go by hand off of all of that. It looks like they are just about ready here. 8 laps is all they get here in Heat Race 1 as we are taking our first pace lap. Alright, it looks like the lights are off on the pace truck. One more lap and we will officially take the green flag here tonight. So let us know in chat who you're rooting for, who are you expecting to win here tonight, who is going to come out on top of each heat race, and who is going to come out on top of everything here tonight. That will all be determined here in the next few minutes as we are in Heat Race 1. Green flag is out, and it looks like it's going to be Sean Wallenfels Jr. out front very quickly right now, followed by the 13 of Austin Carr as we're taking a look. Kyle Trevathan, what a run he's putting together here in 3rd place at the moment. He is definitely putting together a good run. Right behind him in 4th place is Craig Dunn, again, a driver we have not seen before. These guys are putting on a heck of a show for you here tonight. Sean Wallenfels Jr., though, out front, and he is not looking back right now. He has got a sizable lead. We're going to put up our top 3 for you right there. As you can see him right now, he has got a .499 second lead. Kyle Trevathan, though, in 3rd place. He is running down 2nd place at the moment. He's going to try to catch him, see if he can here. It's going to be very hard to do. These guys are the best of the best here on iRacing, and we'll weed out some of these guys throughout the coming days. But unfortunately, that is part of iRacing, as we now have 4 laps to go here in this race. And it's just going to wind down. 3 laps to go. Sean Wallenfels out front, followed by Austin Carr, Kyle Trevathan, Craig Dunn, Neil Adams, Mac. Hopefully we get that right again. Darren Haskell, Tyler Chalk, and Derek Lazick back in the back here. So he's got a little bit of work to do if he wants to get up to the front. Again, he is back there in 8th position. Let's check out back of the front. Austin Carr still not being able to do anything with your leader. They're single file right now. Final lap is out, and we will see. It's going to be Sean Wallenfels Jr. that is going to be your race winner here in Heat Race number 1. What a race for Sean Wallenfels Jr. to win. He needed to do a good job here, and he did just that, as they are all pulling to a stop. Heat Race number 2 already getting ready to come out on to the track. So we told you this will go very fast tonight. There is not going to be a B main, I do not believe. There's not enough cars, not even a 3rd heat race. We're only going to have 2 heat races here, so we're going to get done a little bit early before we move on to the next race, which will be at 7:50 Central Time, 8:50 Eastern. So we are going to have a little bit of a break. We are not going to kill the stream, though. We will keep going here tonight. We'll just put it on our intermission screen and interview some drivers here and there. But definitely don't go anywhere, because we will be back with your next race at 7:50, even if this one finishes a little bit early. Looks like John Batista is going to be out front for this, followed by Bruce Jones, Tommy Rowe, John Fiddler, James Ray, Jason McSparron, and Cody Trammell are going to be your drivers for heat race number 2 here tonight. Alright, so 1 lap to go. Again, following this race, we will have no B main as the green flag is out. Heat race number 2, 8 laps to go. Again, we will not have a B main here tonight in this race anyway. We will go straight into the feature race, so we're going to get done a little bit early. We'll try to get these, at least the winner here of the feature race, up into the booth so we can talk to them. But right now, look at the battle for second place. That is Bruce Jones, John Fiddler, Tommy Rowe, all battling for second position right now. So nobody's going to give this spot up without a fight, as they are battling very hard right now. As you see the camera changing to him, John Fiddler back in a third, Bruce Jones back in second, just a little bit off. He's got a sizable gap between him and the leader of John Batista, and what a run for Batista. We watch him just about every night. Oh, and you got contact between him and the 23 of Jason McSparron. Goes around. Cautions again are not on here in heat races, and that almost cost John Batista the lead, but manages to stay off of him. Those 2 race all the time in DSRL together, so we know that is not what Jason McSparron wants to do. The last thing he wants to do is take out so many races all the time. But right now, it is 3 laps to go. Going to be 2 laps to go. This time by John Batista out front, followed by John Fiddler, Bruce Jones, Cody Trammell, James Ray, Tommy Rowe, and Jason McSparron on pit road now. He is out of this race, 4 laps down at the moment. John Fiddler right there, the 115. He is trying to run down the leader of John Batista, but the white flag is in the air. Final lap, I'm not sure he's going to have anything for him here tonight. Checkered flags are waving, and just like that, your race winner for heat race number 2 is going to be John Batista. So again, a feature race coming up already. Again, didn't take long. Again, we don't have a B main here tonight, so we're going to get finished just a tad bit early. We will definitely get the winner in here and talk to them. We are going to try to work on the cameras here a little bit. We want to be able to get in just a little bit closer for these battles, so we are going to do that during the break here right after interviews. So again, we will not end the stream. We have 3 races. This one started at 6:50 Central, and then 7:50 and 8:50. So we are not going to kill this stream. We will just go to our away screen, but we will be back for the 2 races. But again, right now, it looks like John Batista and Sean Wallenfels Jr. are going to be on the front row for your feature race. There we go. For your HRE Motorsports starting grid, it is going to be Sean Wallenfels Jr. and John Batista. Row 2 is going to be Austin Carr and Bruce Jones. Row 3 is going to be Kyle Trevathan and John Fiddler. Row 4 is going to be Craig Dunn and Tommy Rowe. Row 5 is going to be Neil Adamzak. Hopefully we again get that right. Adamzak. And 10th is going to be Jason McSparron. Row 6 is going to be Daryl Haskell and James Ray. Row 7 is going to be Tyler Chalk and Cody Trammell. Row 8 is going to be Derek Lissick. Again, Eddie Livingston is not racing here. He is the guy putting all of this on. So 8 rows. We have 15 drivers trying to get a win here tonight, seeing if they can get the most points they can to get to that $1,000 paycheck. Again, not just first gets paid. If you make the feature, you make some money, but $1,000 will go a long way towards this race as the green flag is out for the first time here in the feature race. Sean Wallenfels Jr. out front, but here comes the rest of this field trying to run him down right now. John Batista looks like going to be the closest one at the moment. But don't count out Austin Carr. He has been a lightning bolt here tonight, but so has John Batista. John Fiddler, sorry. John Batista's right ahead of him. John Fiddler in 4th position. It's a good battle for all these guys. They're kind of getting a little spread out, but not too much. As right now, it looks like your leader, Sean Wallenfels, has a .233 second lead over John Batista. So we're going to take a look a little bit through this field and see if anybody has a shot at it. Kyle Trevathan right there in 5th position, trying to get by his teammate John Fiddler, but he's got to get up to his back bumper if he wants to do it right now. It is not quite happening, as you can see them all spread out here at the moment. And here he comes, Kyle Trevathan trying to get by John Fiddler. Their teammates side by side. They're going to try to make it 3 wide with Bruce Jones getting into the mix as well. Bruce Jones all over the back bumper of Kyle Trevathan. And that could make it very interesting to see if one of these guys could possibly get the win here. They're going to be side by side. Once again on the back stretch, Kyle Trevathan still trying to work over his teammate. Back up to the front. Here comes John Batista trying to get by Sean Wallenfels. And Austin Carr getting into the mix as well. Again, 7 laps right now is what we're on. Lap 7, 6 completed as they're going to cross the flag stand. We are on lap 8 of 30. So this is going to go by very quickly here tonight, folks. This is going to be a great race, I can promise you, here for the main event on Saturday night. John Batista may have something for Sean Wallenfels. We will definitely see, as they're going to be side by side right now. Can he get by him is the question. He's all over the back bumper, side with him at the line, but unfortunately it's going to be Sean Wallenfels in this space, unfortunately for John Batista, but he's not giving up. He is going to fight, and that is the battle again for first place. .1 separates those two, as now it's going to drop back just a little bit and try to make another run. But look behind them, Austin Carr still trying to put a run together himself. Back in 3rd position, he's got .433 separating them. So he needs to get around John Batista first if he wants to get to Sean Wallenfels Jr. Right now, Wallenfels Jr. putting on a heck of a run. He has led 11 laps here tonight, and he's going to try to make it 12 as he's going to go by the flag stand one more time. Again, we are approaching the halfway mark. Let's go back a minute just and check in with Tommy Rowe, who we saw the fastest here in practices. Oh, we got major contact. And it looks like the 14's going to get into the wall because of that. That was Tyler Chalk into the outside wall, recovers from it. But somehow those 3 did get together. Again, that was Tommy Rowe, and it looked like Cody Trammell getting together. And all 3 of them somehow recover. It looks like Tyler did get the worst of that. Tommy Rowe, though, back to him. He was the fastest here in practice. Is now back up to the front. Cancel that. We have a change of lead. John Batista had it for a second, but now he loses it. And here comes the 39. That Austin Carr, as a caution comes out between our leaders. That was a lot of stuff going on there. Let's go back and take a look and see exactly what happened between these guys. What in the world happened? John Batista, Sean Wallenfels somehow getting together. Austin Carr gets up there. Oh, Austin Carr puts a slide job. That wasn't John Batista. We apologize. That was Wallenfels and Carr. Carr puts a slide job on, and Wallenfels gets into the back of him there. That was a bad angle for us to see, but again, those 2 getting together, and Carr still running over Sean Wallenfels. Again, Wallenfels limping right now as he is going to have to go to pit road as we go back up to live. That is very unfortunate for Sean Wallenfels Jr. Is after a slide job from the 13 of Austin Carr, puts him in the back and puts Wallenfels out of the race as he is now on pit road. That'll give the lead to the 39 of John Batista. All right, green flag is out. Put the top 3 back up for you to see. And we got cars going around. That is Kyle Trevathan going around. Let's go and take a look and see what happened there. Again, not sure what happened here, but it looks like Kyle Trevathan was involved, as well as John Batista. Batista getting a little direction there from John Fiddler, maybe, and that caused a few cars to go around. And it looks like, I'm not sure who that is on the ground as well. The 14's out of this. Few cars out of this. That was the 00 of James Ray getting involved in that as well. So all of the sudden, cautions breed cautions, as we're under caution here again for the second time. We've had 4 laps under caution. 9 laps go. Fixing to be 8 as they cross the line. So hopefully we can finish this under green flag conditions. But again, the cautions, breeding cautions. So this could get very interesting here tonight as we are closing down on laps. And we have a few cars out of the race already. Jason McSparron out. Derek Lysick is out of the race. And we have Sever on pit road. Kyle Trevathan and Neil, James, Sean, and again Tyler. We are racing once again. 7 laps to go. Your leader is now John Fiddler. John Batista trying to work his way back up to the front. Once again, Craig Dunn's going to try to get into the mix as well. And the number 57 machine, we'll see if he can get up there and try to get a win. But right now, it looks like John Fiddler has this one wrapped up. So let's keep an eye on all these guys. The battle for second is very close between Craig Dunn and John Batista. John Batista's taking it to the inside. Craig Dunn on the outside. They're going to be side by side on the backstretch. Here comes the 39 of John Batista, and he looks like he may have it, but no, it's going to be Craig Dunn as he gets into the outside wall coming by the line, and it's 4 laps to go. That is all that's left in this feature race before we move on to the next race here in just a little bit. But right now, the leader is the 115 of John Fiddler. Let's see, take a look though. Again, we want to keep an eye on those top 3 right now. Is the top 2 are battling right now. That is for second position, Craig Dunn, John Batista. Who is going to get it as they cross the line here in about half a lap? It is going to be white flag in the air. 1 lap to go. John Fiddler currently is your race leader, and it looks like he may pull off the win here tonight as they are on the backstretch. Half a lap separates John Fiddler from a win here in the feature race, and it is going to be John Fiddler. What a race for John. He definitely had a little help with some contact there between some drivers, but all in all, he put on a heck of a run. He led 12 laps. Batista led 3. Waldenfels led 15 before getting taken out of this race a little bit earlier than he wanted to be. But tonight, your Group A winner is going to be John Fiddler. So we will be right back here in just a minute. We're going to get a quick interview with him before we move on to the next room. Again, that will open at 7:50 Central Time. But we are going to get an interview with your race winner. So 1 second, and we'll be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with your race winner here tonight, John Fiddler. So we saw you up towards the front all night here in the feature race, and you had a little bit of luck on your side, I guess you could say. Some people getting knocked out of the front. Do you think you had anything for Wallenfels? He led 15 laps. He was so fast. And even John Batista. So if that hadn't kind of worked out in your favor, you think you would have run these guys down?
No, I doubt it. I mean, I had it going on the top side once the top came in, but no, I didn't. I mean, those guys had probably half a track lead on me, and just unfortunate that you know what happened to them happened. But I mean, it's racing, but it's tough to take for them guys. I feel bad for them.
Yeah, definitely unfortunate for them. Definitely worked out in your favor. You get the win here for the first race of 3 here tonight. So we don't want to keep you too long. We're going to try to adjust some camera angles for this race before we get to the next one here in about 20 minutes. But any sponsors or shout-outs you want to give for the win here tonight?
Yeah, I got to thank my team, Elite 7. Alan Provenzano made a great setup tonight. It's running good. You, Charles, MaxSpeedTV, and D1RT for putting this on. VLR for for admin and the whole thing. And like I say, sorry to John Batista. Whatever happened on that start, I haven't been able to go back and watch it yet. I don't know what happened, but if that was my fault, I apologize. It wasn't meant at all.
Well, definitely a little bit of a crazy feature at the end, but you did come home with the win, and that's what's important at the end of the day. So, again, congrats on that. We are not quite done just yet. 2 more pieces of business to finish up real fast before we don't technically sign off, but we're going to go away for just a minute before we come back for the next race. But your unofficial results coming away with the win is John Fiddler. Second place goes to Craig Dunn. Third place, John Batista. Fourth place, Bruce Jones. Fifth place, Tommy Rowe. Sixth place goes to Cody Trammell. Seventh place, Darian Haskell. Eighth place, Austin Carr. Ninth place, James Ray. 10th place, Kyle Trevathan. 11th place goes to Neil Adamczak. 12th place, Sean Waldhaus Jr. 13th, Kyle Chalk. 14th, Derek Lysick. And 15th, Jason McSparron. Again, that is your unofficial race results. Again, barring any race control issues if they have to take care of any. And as far as all of the sponsors go on the MaxSpeedTV side of things, we've said it a few times now, definitely go check out Performance PCs, Sim Speed Shop, HRE Motorsports, and Elite 7 Racing, as well as virtual2reality.tv. They will be doing some tournaments, and we have some 3-month codes we'll be giving away at the end of the night here tonight. On the race side of things, obviously, D1RT, they are a big part of this. They are putting it up and putting a lot of money into this. Sester Fabrication, Diamond Auto Center, Bubba Army, Curbs Graphics, Jones Core, and of course, Tony Stewart Racing. Go make sure you give all of those a shout out. Give them a like on their Facebook pages. Let them know you are super happy that they put in money here to help iRacing and help it grow. All of those guys are a big part of this. But that being said, we are going to sign off for just a few minutes. We are not going to end the stream here. We are just going to put our away screen on. We will be back. We may come back here and there during that break and interview some drivers. So don't go anywhere. Grab you something to eat, something to drink. But we will be right back here in just a few minutes with your next race of the night here at 7:50 Central. So again, don't go anywhere. We will be right back. Alright guys, just giving a quick update real fast again. Just reminding everybody, we will be back in about 10 to 12 minutes with race 2. We have 3 races here tonight. We did finish the first one a little bit earlier than we thought we would. So again, we are going to take about a 10-minute break here, but we will be back with race number 2 coming up here in just about 12 minutes or so. So definitely grab something to drink, grab something to eat. Don't go anywhere. We will be back. We're just in a little bit of an intermission here while they go rework the track and all that good stuff. So again, we will be back here in just a few minutes. Definitely make sure you check out. We have a lot of racing coming up the rest of this week, so definitely subscribe to MaxSpeedTV for all of that racing action. And we will be back in about 10 minutes. Alright guys, so we're giving you a update real fast. So we know we got a lot of people sitting in chat. We are definitely grateful that everyone is staying here in chat with us. Again, about 6 minutes here before we get to the next lobby. Once it opens up, we will go straight into another 20 minutes of practice. So again, we will be getting to that here in just a few minutes. So again, definitely thanks for staying with us. Hang tight with us. We have 3 races tonight. We are in the second one, or fixing to be in the second one here in about, again, about 6 minutes or so, give or take, by the time we can load into it. So again, thanks everyone for tuning in. Don't go anywhere, and we will be back once again with race number 2 as soon as we get into that lobby here in about 6 minutes. All right, we are back here with practice for race number 2. And this one will be a doozy, I can promise you that. There's a lot of drivers in here. It looks like we got the number 14 in here. Take a look. That is, hopefully we get that right. Trampus Kolthoff. And the number 14 Taco Bell paint job. Again, we didn't get a chance to get those cameras adjusted. We do plan on doing so here shortly. Hopefully before the next race at least. So something happened with our cameras. They got reset. Ryan Martin in here. Dylan Sharman gonna go to the top of the charts though right now with a 12.395. We'll put up a driver bar for you. He is currently your fastest time here in room 2 so far. Again, a lot of drivers in here we haven't seen before. A lot of drivers we have seen before. Michael Sheridan in the number normally 91. He is 21 in this race. We're used to seeing him with a different number, but he is here tonight. We'll see what kind of times he can put in. Perry Duvall just ran a 12.377 to put himself at the top of the times here in practice. Tim Smith, another driver we're very used to seeing right there in the number 38 machine. He is currently third fastest here. And we'll take a look with the number 12 is David Hillman. Back currently 5th fastest with a 12.441 here in practice, as well as Austin Simmelman back 6th fastest with a 12.465. So we'll definitely keep an eye on all of these drivers here to see what kind of times they put in during practice, and we'll see what they can do in the next race as well. Look, just got off the track. There he is, number 34, sitting out on pit road. That is Corey Bowen Knott. Hopefully, again, we hopefully get these names right. We don't need to announce all of these, so we don't get them pronounced properly. We do apologize for that. But it looks like a few more drivers coming here. Troy Tabata just coming in. Drew Neal coming in. Benjamin Hickman just getting with us here. So definitely a lot of good drivers here tonight. But just for a few minutes here, we got about 9.5 left. Again, we are going to go cockpit with these drivers and let you see what it's like to be on board with one of these here to see a better idea of what it is. They drive through the grass for anyone that doesn't know why they are doing that. Because it helps you get a little bit of speed without getting a speeding penalty. That is why they do this, so they can get out here and get onto the track just a little bit faster. So again, we definitely want to thank everybody for tuning in. We are on board right now with Ryan Martin. And while we are here in practice, we want to go through all of the sponsors that make all this possible. For anybody that's new here, that has not been here with us so far for the rest of the night so far, Sester Fabrication, Diamond Auto Center, Bubba Army, Gerbs Graphics, Jones Core, and Tony Stewart Racing. All of these guys put in money here to make this race possible, as well, of course, as D1RT Racing. All of those putting in a lot of money to make this race possible. This is a 1,000 to win race. That being said, for anyone that is not familiar with how this is working here tonight, it is not a 1,000 to win tonight. Saturday will be the 1,000 to win race. Right now, this is just race 2 of 3 nights. We have 3 qualifier races for the next 3 nights. So we have a total of 6 qualifier races, 3 a night. This is race 2 of night 1 here tonight. So again, we have several nights of racing coming your way still before we get to that final race. We will keep an eye on the points to let you know who is going to be in that feature race, as we know, and who is going to be running for that 1,000 to win. Again, second place, I believe, gets a couple $100 as well as third place. And just making the feature, I believe, nets you around $25. So everybody in the feature race will walk away with something. Again, we have about 6 minutes here. So again, for all the sponsors that we shout out there for the race, we also have Performance PCs. They are on board with MaxSpeedTV here. Sim Speed Shop. They are our newest partner here, so definitely give them a shout out on their Facebook pages. HRE Motorsports and Elite 7 Racing. We just talked to one of the Elite 7 Racing drivers, John Fiddler, winning race number 1. As right now, it looks like we have about 15 drivers in this one as well. And don't forget, virtual2reality.tv. At the end of the night, we will be giving away at least one 3-month code to iRacing for somebody that has not been on iRacing yet. If you're looking to get into iRacing, have at least a racing controller, a gaming controller, or if you already have a wheel and pedals from maybe playing on Xbox, PlayStation, anything like that that will work on your PC, definitely stay around because we will be giving that away later. But we're going to step away here in just a minute to get a drink and all that good stuff. We encourage you to do the same thing. Get something to snack on and get something to drink. But before we do, if you are new here tonight and have not done so, if you like this race and you like races in general, we have at least 3 races, normally 2 to 4 races anyway, a night here on MaxSpeedTV. So definitely hit that subscribe button. And if you like this race and you are thankful for all of these sponsors that put up money to make races like this possible here on iRacing, definitely give it a thumbs up. We have some of these sponsors watching tonight, so definitely give a thumbs up on the broadcast for them here tonight as well as MaxSpeedTV. But let them know you appreciate everything they do to make all of this possible. Looks like we got about 120 people in here. Definitely a big shout out to all the fans out here watching tonight. And we again are going to step away here for just about 3 minutes or so, and we will come back right before qualifying here in about 4.5 minutes. Alright, we are back here with about 15 seconds left before qualifying. Again, tonight, looks like another 15 driver field. So half the field not here that we should have, so very interesting there. So regardless, we will have, yet again, qualifying Heat Race 1, Heat Race 2, and then your feature race coming up after qualifying. This qualifying is now about to get underway. Alright, and there it is. Qualifying is officially underway. We'll see here. Looks like Austin Simmelman's going to be coming out onto the track. So we'll see what kind of times he can put in. It looks like he's not going to be one of the first ones out, though, as it looks like we already have Dylan Sharman out onto the track right now in the number 91. That is usually Michael Sheridan's number, but he's got it here tonight. So we'll see how this plays out here tonight. And Timothy Smith out as well, though known as Tim Smith to the rest of us who do know who he is. Corey Bodenard's going to go to the top. Now he's going to go up to third as they're trading places really fast. Let's put up our qualifying graphic there so you can see exactly who's where. Timothy Smith to the top with a 12.386. Now he's going to lose it to Austin Simmelman, as Simmelman's going to shut it down there. He is done, going to go back to pit road, but it's not going to happen for long. David Hilleman's going to take first place in the number 12 machine with a 12.284. Again, these guys are trading that first spot back and forth like crazy right now, so we're going to have to definitely keep an eye to see who's going to come away with the win here tonight. It could be anyone. Perry Duvall stopped on the track. 12.390 is his time in 5th place right now. Troy Tabata has not run a lap. And it looks like Drew Neal has not taken a lap either, but he is about to pull out on the pit road. Michael Sheridan, 9th fastest. You see him there on the list right now with a 12.549, as it looks like he is going to shut it down. Drew Neal not completing a lap yet. Austin Simmelman still out on the track, as well as Perry Duvall and Michael Sheridan. Those guys have already put in laps, though. So interesting enough, here as we switch over to Perry Duvall here. He's out just running a few extra laps out on that track. There we go. Looks like Drew Neal is going to come out onto the track and maybe making some last-minute changes here to his car to maybe get just a little bit better. Maybe forgot to take fuel out of there. Not sure what he was doing, but it is open set, so they have that option. But he is out on the track right now, and we'll see right now. He is scored in 14th, just ahead of Troy Tabata, who has not completed a lap either. He will complete a lap right there. We'll see what kind of times he's going to put in, and it's going to be a 12.493. That will put him in 9th place, just ahead of Michael Sheridan. Again, interesting enough to not see Troy Tabata. He is not running a qualifying lap here. So we'll see if maybe he has disconnected or if he is possibly going to try and get as many passing points as he can. I believe they are doing that. We'll see how that plays itself out here tonight. Again, it looks like we got a minute 54 here left in qualifying. Everyone has qualified. Those are your top 10 drivers right now. It is David Hilleman, Austin Simmelman, Dylan Sharman, Tim Smith, Perry Duvall, Travis Marsh, Drew Neal, Trampus Koloff, hopefully you get that right, Kolfoff, Joshua Gaiman, and Michael Sheridan are your top 10 times right now. Just behind them is Ryan Martin, Benjamin Hickman, Michael Hammond, Corey Bodenot, and Troy Tabata, who has not completed a lap with here about minute 12 left to go here in qualifying. So again, it's interesting to not see him complete a lap. We'll see again here through the heat races if he is actually still here or if maybe he has disconnected or having some connection issues, but we'll know that here shortly as we have about 50 seconds left in qualifying. All right, again, 183 people here. I personally want to give a huge shout out to all of you guys out here. I know you all have different drivers you're rooting for. You may not all agree about who you think's going to win. It's a good, healthy competition. As long as it stays clean in chat and clean on the track. But we want to thank all of y'all for coming out tonight. This is a huge race, and we are glad that all of our fans and drivers are out here watching as the checkered flag is being waved here in qualifying. So as always, if you have not subscribed, please do so. If you like a lot of dirt track racing, asphalt racing, we cover it all here on MaxSpeedTV, as well as definitely give a thumbs up on the race, not just for MaxSpeedTV here tonight, but give a thumbs up to all of the sponsors out there that are watching. We do have some out there watching, I know for sure, and these, do it for them. Let them know you like that they give all this money and time to support this. And we want to give a big shout out to VLR for jumping on board last minute here and stepping up to say, yes, we'll run this race for you. So definitely a big shout out to them before doing that. Alright, looks like heat race number 1 is just about ready to get started. Troy Tabata is supposed to be in this one. He is not here. So that again is very interesting to see that he is not here. But with him gone, it's going to be, as they start switching around there a little bit, it's going to be David Hillman, Dylan Sharman, Perry Duvall, Drew Neal, Joshua Gaiman, Ryan Martin, and Michael Hammond. Here in heat race number 1 of 2 tonight. Again, no B main for this race either. We'll go straight to the feature after the 2 heat races. So this could make it very interesting points-wise. We'll see if those guys that didn't show up have a chance to get into a last chance qualifier. I'm not sure if they will or not. But regardless, we are 1 lap away from getting the green flag here in heat race number 1. This is race 2 of night 1. We still have 1 more after this, but there it is. Green flag is out, and what a start for the number 12 of David Hillman. He is out front, and he is not looking back, but second place is where the battle is right now between Dylan Sharman and Perry Duvall. Perry Duvall to the inside of Sharman. Can he get by him is the question. They're going to battle so hard right now, I promise you. They will not give that spot. It'll be side by side, and it looks like it's going to go to Perry Duvall for second place. But here comes Sharman back on the outside. But it's going to be Perry Duvall at the line that time. But here comes Sharman to the inside now, and he'll get by Duvall. And here comes the number 5 of Drew Neal. Going to get by Duvall as well. So Neal does get by Duvall, and he will have to try to get by him. Joshua Gaiman in the 77 back in 5th place. He's going to try to get by Duvall as well. So Duvall going the wrong way right now with 5 laps to go. He is losing another spot possibly, but it looks like he's going to get to the bottom and hold off Joshua Gaiman at the moment. But again, right now the lead belongs to David Hillman out front. No competition, 1.266 second lead over Dylan Sharman at the moment. The main battle going on is right there between Drew Neal, Perry Duvall, and Joshua Gaiman. That is back for 3rd, 4th, and 5th. So again, that is the battle for 3rd position. Right now, these guys are not giving up. Oh, Drew Neal just blinked out. He is out of the race. Not sure what that is about, but the number 5 is gone. Drew Neal out of the race due to, looks like, connection issues, but the white flag is out. Nobody's battling right now as we go through the fields here. That is the closest battle right there, so we'll keep an eye on 3rd. It looks like Perry Duvall will get it. Is right there. You see him coming around the last corner, and it will be David Hillman is going to be your race winner as he does a donut right at the end of the line. Checkered flag waves. Race winner for heat race 1 is David Hillman. So again, that will do it for that heat race. Coming up next is heat race number 2 very quickly. So this one is going to have a lot of drivers in it as well. A lot of great drivers. Austin Simmelman, Trampus Kolthoff, hopefully we get that right. Travis Marsh, Benjamin Hickman, Michael Sheridan, Corey Bodenot, Tim Smith. A lot of great drivers. Everybody is on track. So we're going to take two pace laps, and we will get the green flag here very quickly as everyone is in position. Right after this will be your feature race for heat race number 2 here tonight. All right, again, Austin Simmelman out front. We've seen him be fast before. Tim Smith on his outside. And that is a huge field right there. You got Travis Marsh in third. We know we got some fans of all 3 of these out there, so let us know, who do you think is going to win this race and get the most points here for this feature race. It looks like the pace truck is off. We are racing. Green flag's out. 8 laps to go here in your feature race. Right now, it is Austin Simmelman out front, but we'll see if he can hang on to it. Tim Smith right behind them, and here comes Travis Marsh as well. These guys putting on a heck of a battle. And if you look back here, Travis Marsh, Trampus Kolthoff, and Michael Sheridan, that is a battle for 3rd position. That's the closest battle at the moment, but we are going to keep an eye on that 38 machine trying to run down the 18 of Austin Simmelman. Again, that is Simmelman and Smith out front. Right now, 3rd place seems to be the biggest battle. It's actually a battle for 4th now. Here comes Michael Sheridan. He's going to try to make a pass on Trampus Kolthoff. Again, this is heat race number 2 before your feature race tonight of race 2 of 3. And then we will move on to race 3 at 8:50 Central Time. But right now, that is a huge battle for 4th position, as it looks like Sheridan was almost there, couldn't quite complete it. But Michael Sheridan in the number 21 right now. Again, not used to seeing him in that number, as we're used to seeing him in number 91. But regardless, he is here. And nobody's really able to get to the leader, Austin Simmelman. As we take a look up there, he has a 0.3 second lead. He has led all 6 laps we've completed. As right now, it's not going to matter. Right there, white flag is in the air. 1 lap to go. So 1 lap separates Austin Simmelman from a heat race win here tonight. Before we move on to the feature, Tim Smith trying to shut him down, but it ain't going to happen. Your race winner is going to be Austin Simmelman for heat race number 2. But already they're getting ready to shut it down, so he has no time to celebrate as they are gridding for the feature race here in race 2 of 3 tonight. Alright, it looks like they are just about ready here on grid. Everyone getting ready. So let's go ahead and go through your official HRE Motorsports starting grid. Row 1 is going to be David Hillman. That's, yep, there we go. And Austin Simmelman. Row 2 is going to be Dylan Sharman and Timothy Smith. Row 3 is going to be Perry Duvall and Travis Marsh. Row 4 is going to be Drew Neal and Tempest Kolthoff. Again, hopefully we get that right. Row 4 is going to be Joshua Gaiman and Michael Sheridan. Row 6 is going to be Ryan Martin and Benjamin Hickman. Row 7 is going to be Michael Hammond and Corey Bodenot. And row 8, Troy Tabata, who did not start. Unfortunate for him, he is not going to be starting this race. Neither is Drew Neal. I'm not sure, maybe he had connection issues or something. But he is indeed not starting this race here. So we have, looks like about 13 cars starting the feature race. Alright, you see the pace truck diving off there. We put up our top 3. Green flag is out. Lap 1 of 30 is underway here in your feature race. What a race this one's going to be, too, as we look here. The front there already 2 wide, 3 way back. This is going to be a heck of a race. Right up here, Austin Simmelman side by side with David Hillman. Now it's Timothy Smith getting in the mix. Right now, Simmelman's out front, but here comes Tim Smith and David Hillman. That is for second position. They're side by side at the line. It's going to be the 12 of Hillman. Just barely. Tim Smith not giving it up without a fight, though. These guys are battling so hard. This is a very good field right now. So let's see who's going to win. And that is going to happen in about 26 laps. Right now, second place is a good battle. We go a little bit further back. Perry Duvall is going to go around. Caution comes out. Let's go back and take a look and see what happened. Perry Duvall looked to be going good here. We're going to take a look. Blink there just a little bit. We'll see if we can figure out what happened to him. Oh, little contact between the 15. Again, that was Travis Marsh. Just bumps him just ever so slightly. And he gets around there, but that is what brought out the caution, it looked like, as he was the only car that went around. So Austin Simmelman out front right now. So the question is, can Austin Simmelman hang on to that lead? Or are one of these guys behind him, Tim Smith, David Hillman, Dylan Sharman, Travis Marsh, one of these guys going to get by him here in the top 5. We'll take a look at our top 5 after 5 laps completed. 6 now they cross line. It is Simmelman, Smith, Hillman, Sharman, and Marsh. Those are your top 5 drivers after 6 laps completed. Again, this race is anybody's to win here, so we'll see. It looks like the pace truck is just about ready to pull off the track once again. We'll put up the top 3. There it is. Green flag's out, and we're racing once again here in your feature race. Lap 7. There goes lap 8 of 30 underway. As right now, Simmelman still has a huge lead, .233. Looking back to a second, third, and fourth, you have Smith, Hillman, and Sharman back there battling it out, and we don't know who's going to get the win here tonight. It could be anybody. Literally, this is a huge field. A lot of great drivers here. Smith still trying to run down the leader, but he's got the 12 of David Hillman all over his back bumper, as well as the 91 of David Sharman and the 15 of Travis Marsh. And we've only had 1 caution here so far as you're watching the leaders. 1 caution for 3 laps, 20 laps to go. Once that updates, there it is. 20 laps to go, as we are on lap 11 of 30 at the moment. And they've kind of single-filed out. We're going to go back here a little bit to Michael Sheridan. We got a little battle going on. That is for 9th position at the moment. It looks like Michael Sheridan will take it from Benjamin Hickman in the number 51 machine. So he will take 9th position from him officially, as we go back up to the front to Tim Smith, who is still trying to run down the leader, the number 18 of Austin Simmelman. Simmelman has been so fast. He was fast in practice, and he's been fast here in the race. Tim Smith, probably one of the fastest guys here on iRacing with Simmelman, as well as we know Travis Marsh is fast. And obviously, we have not get to see him before, but David Hillman and Dylan Sharman, these guys right there, back in 3rd and 4th right now. Very fast drivers, as they're able to hang up with these leaders here. We just haven't got to talk about them a lot, as we haven't broadcast any races they're in. They definitely are holding their own here tonight. So we'll see if anybody can catch the 18 of Simmelman. It may be Tim Smith, as he's running him down very quickly here tonight. Right now, he is right there, .233 seconds behind him. We'll see. We'll take another look here. Corey Bodenot back in last. I did see him a little bit faster in practice, so it's odd to see him back here. He is struggling to get by Michael Hammond right now. Them guys back battling in their own little group, as we got major contact there. It looked like Perry Duvall in the 11 and the 51 of Benjamin Hickman getting together. They do recover from that. No caution will come out as we go back up to the front. Tim Smith still about 0.3 seconds off, now 0.35 seconds off of the leader, Simmelman putting on a heck of a run for himself here tonight. So we'll definitely see if he can hang on to that. Right behind him, David Hillman in third place. He's hanging in there, and those top three have kind of separated from the rest of this field. As you look right there, you see 4th, 5th, and 6th. That is Dylan Sharman, Travis Marsh, and Travis Kolthoff. Hopefully we do get that right, as we have 9 laps to go here in the feature race. All the laps today have been led by the 18 of Austin Simmelman. He has led 22 laps here tonight. He is definitely on rails. 23 as he crosses the line right there. 7 laps to go here in your feature race. Again, everybody kind of spread out. So we'll go back here. We haven't really talked about Joshua Gaiman a whole lot. We have seen him race before. We know he's pretty quick. He is currently back in 7th position at the current time in this race. Perry Duvall, we know he's fast, but he is stuck back here in traffic after that little spin there earlier in the race. Right now with 5 laps to go, Perry Duvall has his hands full with back in 11th position, so we'll see if he can possibly pick up any more. Right ahead of him is Michael Sheridan, who is not going to give that spot up. Oh, but he will there. He hits the inside wall, and that will cost him 2 spots there, as he will get by. The 51's going to get by him and the 11, so that is unfortunate. Then back up to the front. Austin Simmelman's still there, but we got a battle brewing for second between Tim Smith and David Hillman. We'll see if the 12 of Hillman can get by Tim Smith. Again, for anyone that's just tuning in with us, this is race 2 of 3 tonight of a 3-night round of qualifiers. They will accumulate points, and then somebody will walk away on Saturday with a $1,000 paycheck for this race. As the white flag is out, Austin Simmelman going to cross the line here in about half a lap, and we'll see. It looks like Austin Simmelman right there is going to be your race winner here for the feature in race 2 of 3 here tonight. Again, we'll step away for just a minute. We'll get him up in the booth, and we will talk to him for just a minute. Again, he is your race winner for feature race number 2 of tonight. We still have one more coming up that will start at 8:50 Central Time, 9:50 Eastern. So again, don't go anywhere. We will be right back with Austin Simmelman. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Unfortunately, Austin Simmelman does not look to be in TeamSpeak with us. So that being said, we are going to pull second place here. So we do have Tim Smith with us, finishing a close second. So first off, seems like we been talking to you a lot here in the top 3 in the post-race show. But looking forward to the rest of the week, what do you think your shots are getting that $1,000 paycheck? You had a great run for second place here tonight in this feature race.
Yeah, I just was really nervous about just having a smooth night for the qualifier, so everything went about as good as I could. Second to Austin, he's really fast, so I'm gonna have a little bit of work to do before the main race Saturday, I think, but I think my chances are all right.
Yeah, definitely, and this is open setup, so you kind of have a chance there. So you think you'll be, obviously probably be practicing any setup. You think you'll be working on that setup a little bit, making a few changes to adjust for that feature race?
Oh yeah, most definitely. The track was a little bit heavier than I was anticipating it to be, so I was more working on slick track stuff. So I'm gonna go back and spend some time and change some stuff around, see what I can come up with.
Definitely you put a good run, so we don't want to keep you here too long. You got to go do some practicing and get ready for stuff. And it looks like Simmelman just came in too. So we're going to let you go. But any sponsors or shout-outs you want to give for that second place finish?
Definitely everybody at the D1RT guys for putting up all this money and putting this show on for us first and foremost, and I guess my teammates at UW Motorsports for everything they helped me out with, and you for broadcasting this deal.
All right. Well, again, congrats on second. And as we just mentioned, we do have Austin Selman here now. So, Austin, first off, congrats on the win here. That definitely is going to help your chances to get that $1,000 paycheck. But how was it to come in here tonight? We already know you're fast. I'm sure you know you're fast, but to come in here against a pretty stacked field with Tim Smith, you had Travis Marsh in here, Perry Duvall, Troy Tabata, and to come away with the win, does it give you a little bit of a confidence going into Saturday night?
Yeah, for sure. That was a really, really tough field. I drew into that one, so that's how we had to go with it. And we have one caution, so obviously everybody did a good job, keeping it pretty clean, and definitely a confidence boost. But just a long way to go come Saturday night, so we'll see what we can do.
Well, looking to Saturday, you kind of get a break in between there. You going to be watching your competition a little bit, see what they're doing, any changes you might make to the car going to Saturday?
Maybe. Just kind of look at, what lines that everybody's choosing to run at what times, and just see how the track's, wearing out, I guess, throughout a race. But tonight I was a little surprised it was this tacky, but we'll see if that changes going forward, and it'll just be fun to sit down and chill and watch them racing.
Definitely, it's going to be some great racing. So we're definitely glad. We know you usually race with VLR, so we're glad they picked this up after a little bit of confusion that was going on there. So big shout out to them again for picking all this up. So we know you have some sponsors and shout outs you want to give. So who would those be for that win here tonight?
Yeah, for sure. I thank Dirt Division for being on the car. I got to thank, obviously, Team VLR, Matt Hill for making my cards. Everybody who's putting this on, obviously Tony Stewart Racing pitching in, which is really awesome, and giving back, and contributing to this is just really, really cool. So, and of course, you guys for being here doing this.
Well, definitely a good run for yourself. Locking, not necessarily, I guess you could say locking yourself in, a good chance of it anyway. I'm not sure exactly how it is. Point space, so we'll see how it all works out. We will go through the points in the next race if we have them. But good run. And we are not done just yet, folks. We still have at least go through the results here for you. Again, I don't see any race control issues having to be taken care of, as that was a fairly clean race. But, again, yes, definitely. Coming away with the win, Austin Simmelman. Second place, Tim Smith. Third place, David Hillman. Fourth place, Dylan Sharman. Fifth place, Travis Marsh. Sixth place, hopefully we get this name right again, Trappist Kolthoff. Hopefully that is right. We didn't butcher that too bad. Seventh place, Joshua Gaiman. Eighth place, Ryan Martin. Ninth place, Benjamin Hickman. 10th place, Perry Duvall. 11th place goes to Michael Sheridan. 12th place, Michael Hammond. 13th goes to Corey Bodnott, and 14th goes to Drew Neal. Again, Drew Neal's something happened there, blinked out of the race, so he did not make the feature, as well as Troy Tabata did not make it. So unfortunate for those two drivers. But we do want to thank all of the sponsors on the MaxSpeedTV side of things. Definitely check them out on their Facebook and websites. Performance PCs, SimSpeedShop.com, HRE Motorsports, Elite 7 Racing, and Virtual2Reality.tv. And on the racing side of things, definitely go to these guys' page, check them out, give them a like, message them, give them a shout out for all that they did for this race. That is Sester Fabrication, Diamond Auto Center, Bubba Army, Gerbs Graphics, Jones Core, and of course Tony Stewart Racing, for all these guys putting in a lot of time and money into this race, as well as of course D1RT Racing. They put in a big chunk of money as well. So on behalf of D1RT and MaxSpeedTV, we want to give a big shout out to all the fans that stuck around for this, that are hanging in there with us. We still have one more race to go, So don't go anywhere. We will be back here in about 15 minutes. We got 8:35 Central Time right now. We have one more race to go that will start at 8:50 Central Time. So don't go anywhere. In about 15 minutes or so, we will be back with your third race here tonight. So again, we'll be back for that. So hang tight, grab something to drink, something to snack on, and we will be right back. Alright, we just want to remind everyone again, we are here about 12 minutes away from race 3. This is your final race of the night. So again, stay tuned with us, everyone. Don't go anywhere unless you grab something to drink, something to eat. I know it is getting a little bit late for some of you people, but we want to thank everyone for tuning in tonight. And we are just about about 10 minutes away here from the next race coming up here in just a minute. So again, about 10 minutes away from the next lobby opening. This is Group C, so again, hang tight for that. We will be back very shortly with that race. Again, hang tight with us, and we'll be back in about 10 minutes. Alright guys, just another quick update. Again, 5 minutes away from launching the next lobby. Again, that race will start here in about 5 minutes. We will cover all of that. Again, after that race, we will be giving away at least one 3-month code to iRacing for some lucky person out there that has not been on iRacing before. So again, we have a few minutes here while they are redoing the track and all that good stuff, getting the next lobby ready. So again, 5 minutes, maybe a little bit less, 4 or 5 minutes before we get to that next race. So again, we will be right back here in just a few minutes. Alright guys, just giving one an update real fast. I know we still have a lot of people out there waiting. Just hang tight with us. We are just waiting for the lobby to go live. It should be any minute. So again, hang tight with us. We will be back for race 3 of 3 here in hopefully just a few minutes. Alright folks, again we do apologize for the wait. We got about 80, almost 90 people still waiting in here. We just got a word from the race control that's running it. It's not on there, and something with iRacing is not letting the lobby launch like it is supposed to. So again, we do apologize. It is on iRacing, it looks like, having trouble getting that lobby to launch. So we are definitely trying everything we can to get that lobby to get started. So we do apologize for that. So please hang tight with us. Don't go anywhere. We will get this race launched tonight. If not, we'll see. Maybe we'll get it in tomorrow night. But hopefully we will get it in. So again, we do apologize for that. Alright guys, we are back a little bit later than we planned, but hey, iRacing wanted to throw us a curveball, but we are not putting it up with it. We are here, and it looks like everyone is getting ready to come out on to the track as well. Again, we do apologize for that, but we are getting ready to do some racing here. So again, practice is underway here. This is the third race of the night. This is our final race of the night. And it looks like we are getting everything ready. And actually, give us 1 second. We're going to step away for 1 more second, put up our way screen, but we will be right back here in just a second. We got to load a camera, and then we will be right back. Alright, apologize for that, but we are back here. Switch over camera. We like to stay with the one camera so we can follow these guys without it switching on us, but we do have that camera back working. Again, right now we are in practice. We're going to put our driver bar for everybody to see who is here. Looks like so far we have a few people coming in. This one, another stacked field. We got Tommy Champagne, Robert Kerstetter, Drew Hirschko, Troy Tabata. Had some car issues, engine issues there, but he is back over here in this race, so he will get his chance to race. Again, Robert Kerstetter in here, William Roberts Jr., Craig Levan, Andy Ryan, Richard Stallings, Alex Bergeron, Ronnie Followay here. So we got a lot of good drivers here in this race. Oh, again, looks like we got about 10 in here. Looks like we'll have 1 heat race, 2 heat races. Yeah, looks like we will indeed have 2. The drivers are still coming in. So again, we do definitely apologize for the wait, but we are here racing now, and we are in practice mode at the moment. So, while we have a moment here, we are in again about 10 minutes here in practice. Go over all of the sponsors again to make all of this possible. Make sure you give them a big shout out. On the MaxSpeedTV side of things, Performance PCs, they are the official water cooling and modification company of MaxSpeedTV. Our newest partner, SimSpeedShop.com. Definitely check them out on their website, or just look up SimSpeedShop on Facebook. We saw some cool looking button boxes on Facebook that you may want to check out. So definitely go check out all of those. HRE Motorsports and Elite 7 Racing. Those are the 2 teams here that sponsor MaxSpeedTV and back us. So definitely go check them out on Facebook and give them a like. A little bit late than we planned, but regardless, we're going to do it. So, virtual to reality.tv. Somebody here in just a little bit will be getting a 3-month subscription to iRacing. If you are new and have not been on iRacing, we are going to give that away. We'll tell you how right after this race. And on the racing side of things, of course, D1RT Racing. Definitely give them a big shout out for putting all of this on and putting money into it. Sester Fabrication, Diamond Auto Center, Bubba Army, Gerbs Graphics, Jones Core, and Tony Stewart Racing. Make sure you go to all these Facebook pages and websites if you can. Give them a like on their page. Let them know you are thankful they put all this time and money into this race. Again, this is $1,000 to win. So Saturday night we will crown somebody the champion, and we will definitely get somebody $1,000 paycheck. And making the feature will at least net you, I believe, is $25. But somebody will be walking away with a huge chunk of money in the near future in about 3 days. Again, we are in practice, so as always, while we're in practice, we are going to step away for just a minute here, and we're going to go on board with our T&D Rustic Decor on board camera. So again, we will be right back here in just a few minutes. Alright, we do want to remind everyone, and especially thank you for the 72 people we see in chat that have hung around with us here tonight. We had a unexpected delay. Obviously, iRacing didn't want to let the lobby launch, but we did get it launched, and we are here for your third race here in practice. So for the ones that are here, if you have not and you love dirt track racing or asphalt racing of any kind, really, definitely, if you want to hang around and watch more racing, hit that subscribe button, be notified whenever we go live broadcasting more races. And definitely, you see we have 35 likes so far. Let's see if we can get that maybe up to 40. Let's see if we can't even get to 50 tonight. If you like the broadcast, you like the race, definitely, if you are grateful for all of these sponsors that have put thousands of dollars into this race to make it happen, give the race itself a thumbs up for all of those sponsors here tonight that have done so. And there are a lot of them that contribute to all this, so we definitely want to give a shout out to all of them and let them know. I know we have at least 4 or 5 of them in chat with us watching, so definitely give a shout out to them for that. Again, we're going to be back here. We've got about 5.5 minutes till qualifying begins. So we are going to let you ride with these guys here for just a few more minutes, and then we'll be right back for qualifying. Alright, we are at the 2-minute warning here in practice. While we have a moment here, just ask everyone here in chat that is here, looks like we got about 80 people here, who are you wanting to win? We got a huge field here. Alex Bergeron, Troy Tabata, Blake Derflinger, Josh Harm. Haven't heard him before. We haven't got to broadcast his name before. We'll be looking to see how he does. Eddie Ryan, Tommy Champagne, Drew Herchko, Ronnie Followay, William Roberts Jr., Richard Stallings, Craig Levan, and Robert Kirst that are in here tonight. So 12 drivers here in the third race of the night of night 1. So do you have anybody in here you expect to win? Who's your favorite of the group here? Let us know in the chat. Who do you want to see possibly walk away with the win? Who do you think is the best bet to walk away with that $1,000 in their pocket at the end of the night, Saturday night? Let us know in chat. Again, we are just about 43 seconds away from your qualifying session coming up. They have 5 minutes to run the fastest lap they can before we get into heat racing. Again, with 12 people here, it looks like we're going to have 2 heat races of 6, and then we move on to your feature race. No B main in this race either. Again, we are going to have a little bit shorter night, but that ain't all that bad. We did get here a little bit late thanks to the lobby not one to watch, so no fault of anybody's. For some reason, we did have a technical difficulty there, but we are here now, so that is good. There's a little contact being made between the 114 and the 4. That is Troy Tabata and Ronnie Followay. And there it is. That will end the session here for practice. Next up is qualifying. You'll see everybody clear of the track, and there is qualifying. Green, a flag is officially being waved. They again have 5 minutes to set the fastest lap they can. Alright, we're watching the 610 of Craig Levan as he looks to be the first one out on the track. And his first lap, I believe, of 2 or 3. I'm not sure exactly how many they get, as it is a set amount, but this is run by iRacing, so again, not sure exactly how many they get. But right now, he will put in his first time lap right there, and it's going to be a 13:1:77. That will put him at the top for now. We'll see if anybody can top him, and they do. All of a sudden, Tommy Champagne to the top with a 12.980. We'll see if that time will stick. Blake Derflinger with a 12.989 currently in second as he clips the wall just a little bit. But now Drew Herchko going to go to the top with a 12.899. And now Richard Stallings is going to take that in the number 175 machine. So definitely a good run for Richard Stallings to take it to the top of the charts here. There's still a lot of drivers that have not put in times yet, so we'll see if these guys are going to get out there and take times. Troy Tabata, he did officially put a lap in of a 12.979. Again, had some technical difficulties with that car earlier in the last race, was not able to make it, so he is here in this one. William Roberts Jr. going to take it on pit road, 13:063 for his 6th place time. As it looks like now Eddie Ryan is fixing to get ready. Right now Josh Harm is out on the track. Again, we'll see what kind of times he can put in for his first lap. We'll see, again, this is his first official timed lap right here. We'll see what he's going to put in, and it is going to be a 12.905 to put him in 3rd place. Check in here with Eddie Ryan, who is on the track right now in the number 39 machine. Again, almost looks like a 33, but is a 39. We'll see what kind of time he puts in right there. Will be his first timed lap. It's going to be a 12.858 to put himself in 2nd place. Josh Harm up to 3rd place. Alex Bergeron in 6th right now with a 12.955. So it looks like he's going to pull it to a stop. Troy Tabata currently at 12. 13.979 back in 8th place. Ronnie Followay back in 10th place right now with a 13.069. We'll see if he can improve on that time any. It's not going to happen. The fastest one is Richard Stallings with a 12.808. Of course, Eddie Ryan right behind him in a second with a 12.853. Alex Bergeron, one we know is very fast. We'll have to keep a look and see if he can possibly get it, and he does. Top of the charts with a 12.808 flat for Alex Bergeron. Josh Harm still out on the track right now. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure he's probably completed all of his laps, so we have about a minute 30 left in qualifying. It looks like Ronnie Followay still out on the track as well. So Robert Kerstetter, the only one who has not completed a lap, so not sure maybe if he's had a connection issue as well, or if maybe he just is not going to take a qualifying lap. Alright, again, qualifying is just about over 40 seconds left here in qualifying. Very interesting here. We see, again, Robert Kerstetter has not put a lap in, so I'm not sure if he is indeed out of the lobby or not, but that will only put 11 cars in here, so that should put 6 in one lobby and 5 in another, or 6 in one heat race and 5 in another heat race. Based off that, we'll see if Robert Kerstetter does start the race. Alright, but doesn't matter. Qualifying is over. Heat race 1 coming out. This heat race will include Alex Bergeron, Eddie Ryan, Drew Hirschko, Blake Derflinger, William Roberts Jr., and Craig Levan. Again, thanks everybody for tuning in here tonight. We definitely appreciate it. Looks like we have about 80, almost 90 people in here. Definitely, as we've been saying all night, if you like the racing, please hit that subscribe button and subscribe to MaxSpeedTV to be notified. We have 3 more nights of racing just for this particular event, plus we have a lot more racing coming up, and definitely we're getting those likes up. Let's see if we can't hit 50 by the end of the night. Again, not just giving a thumbs up for MaxSpeedTV, but a thumbs up for all of these sponsors that make all of this possible. Tony Stewart Racing, Jones Core, Gerb's Graphics, Bubba Army, Diamond Auto Centers, Sester Fabrication, and of course D1RT Racing. All these guys putting in loads of money and time to make all of this possible, so big shout out to all of them, as it looks like we are just about ready to pull off of the go to pacing here. Again, 6 drivers here in heat race number 1. Again, it looks like the number 12 of Alex Bergeron is going to be your pole sitter for heat race number 1. On his outside, it's going to be the 39 of Eddie Ryan, followed by Blake Derflinger in the 26. There we go. Derflinger is in the 33. Drew Hirschko in the 26. Craig Levan in the 610. And William Roberts Jr. in the 01. Again, a pretty stacked field here. Eddie Ryan, Bergeron, Derflinger, Hirschko, Craig Levan. We haven't got to see this new guy here for us, William Roberts Jr. We have not seen him much, so we'll definitely keep an eye on him, as it looks like they are just about ready to take the green flag for the first time here in heat race number 1. Here it is, green flag's out. We're going to put the top 3 up so you can see who is where right now. This race belongs to Alex Bergeron at the moment. He is out front, but here comes Eddie Ryan in the 39. See if he can't get by him for the lead. Right now, they've already singled out very quickly here in the race. Top 2 separated by about 1 second over third place Blake Derflinger. We'll see Drew Hirschko back in fourth place right now. In the number 26 machine, William Roberts Jr. jumped from 6th to 5th very quickly to pass Craig Levan, putting Craig Levan back in a 6th position. Again, all of this is based on points, so just because you win doesn't mean you're necessarily locked in. It does get a good shot at you, but again, it's all based on points, and we'll let you know who's in the top 20 going into Saturday right after this race. After this race, anyway. We'll let you know that doesn't necessarily mean they will stay there. And again, Alex Bergeron out front right now with 4 laps to go here in heat race number 1 of 2 in our race 3 of 3 here tonight on the first night of qualifiers. And it looks like Eddie Ryan is right there with him. Can he get by him is the question. He's trying everything he can to possibly get by him. It's just not happening at the moment. He's so close to doing it. Question is, can he? But they've got a 1.033 second lead over the 33 of Blake Derflinger right there. Derflinger trying everything he can. He is such a fast driver. Hirschko as well trying to get by them, followed by William Roberts Jr., who just did get by Craig Levan, but hasn't been able to make up too much ground. Craig Levan's going to get into the outside wall just a little bit. That is going to do it. Checkered flag is out, and your race winner is going to go to the 12 of Alex Bergeron. And that very quickly transferred. We are going to heat race number 2. So again, 2 heat races right after this will be your feature race. Alright, we got somebody revving their engine up here. But regardless, it looks like this heat race is going to include Josh Harm and Richard Stallings, Tommy Champagne, Troy Tabata. Ronnie Followay was on track, but now he is off the track. So, not sure if that was him maybe revving his engine up and he has been removed or had connection issues or what. But he is not here, so only 4 cars in this race now. So we're going to take another lap after this one to pace, get everyone lined up properly, and then we will take the green flag. Alright, this time by, we will get the green flag. Thanks everyone for tuning in here. And we are just about ready to take the green flag. For the first time here in heat race number 2. There it is. Green flag's out. We're racing. Slow start for Richard Stallings, but he does get going. He held him off just a little bit longer, so we got a huge battle going on for the lead right now between Josh Harm and Richard Stallings. Stallings to the outside, Harm to the outside, Stallings to the inside, and it looks like it's going to be the 8 of Josh Harm taking the lead, but they're 3 wide for the lead right now between Tommy Champagne, Richard Stallings, and Josh Harm. Champagne back in 3rd position right now. Troy Tabata back in 4th. It's unheard of to see him this far back. Again, but he's right there with the leaders. He is in 4th, but he's not off by very much at all. Only a .599 separate him, so definitely a good time there. And he's actually going to take 3rd from what was your leader, Richard Stallings, who has fallen back now, so that is not the way he intended this race to go. He has such a good qualifying run, and he started out front, but he has fallen back now. As we go back up to the front, your leader is Josh Harm, who has led 4 laps now. So he did get by just enough to lead all 4 laps here that we've had. 3 laps to go here in heat race number 2. Tommy Champagne trying to run down Josh Harm for 1st place right now. Troy Tabata in 3rd place, and Richard Stallings in 4th. And here comes Troy Tabata from the bottom, slides up, slides right in behind these guys. But again, the battle for the lead is pursuing right now between Tommy Champagne and Josh Harm. Can Champagne get by Harm? That is the question. He's right there with him. Here comes Troy Tabata trying to get into the mix as well. That is your top 3 on the screen. White flag is out. So we'll see. Checkered's going to be coming out this time. Can Champagne or Tabata do anything with Harm right now? And it's not going to happen. Your race winner in heat race number 2 is going to be Josh Harm. So a good job for him, but just like that, they are pulling off, and the feature is gridding. So this is your last race of the night here. So again, we have 12 drivers. It looks like 2 of them are out, so 10 drivers is all we have for the feature race here tonight. Alright, everyone getting ready. Looks like the 12 of Alex Bergeron is going to be on pole. So again, let's go through your HRE Motorsports starting grid. On row 1 is going to be the 12 of Alex Bergeron, and the 175, that is not right, of Richard Stallings. So keep an eye on this. Row 2 is going to be Eddie Ryan and Josh Harm. He should be on row 1. I'm not sure here what is going on. Row 3, Drew Hirschko and Tommy Champagne. Row 4, Blake Derflinger and Troy Tabata. Row 5, William Roberts Jr. and Ron Followay, who is not here. And Craig Levan and Robert Kerstetter. Kerstetter not here as well. So not sure why the grid is not working, but the actual starting order is Alex Bergeron, Josh Harm, Tommy Champagne. They are mixing it up here for us just a little bit. Eddie Ryan, Blake Derflinger, Troy Tabata, Richard Stallings, Drew Hirschko, William Roberts Jr., and Craig Levan. That is the correct order that they are starting. Robert Kerstetter and Ronnie Followay not here. There it is. Green flags out. We are racing here on lap 1 of 30 here in your feature race at Linear Speedway. Again, you're watching the first annual D1RT Winter Classic. This is race 3 of 3. Here tonight. We still have a lot of racing coming up in the coming days. Right now, this is the last race. We're going to take a look back a little bit further. Look at all the cars battling right now. That is for 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and even 5th place getting into the mix. We got a good battle brewing between the 6th of Tommy Champagne and the 39 of Eddie Ryan. Here comes Tommy Champagne trying to make it by the 39 of Eddie Ryan, and he's not going to be able to do it, but they tried to make it 3 wide there for just a minute as well. Again, we only have 10 cars in this race, so we should go caution-free tonight. Troy Tabata, one we thought would be a little bit further up, he is back in 6th right now as he's trying to take it to the bottom and see if he can't ride it all along the bottom and get by the 33 of Derflinger. Derflinger putting on a good run right now up on the high side, though. So we'll see if Derflinger can possibly get by him and stay by him, as Troy Tabata has passed him, but coming in, it's going to be Troy Tabata. He will officially close the door for Derflinger. And right ahead of them is Tommy Champagne, who we said had a good run earlier, and now it's in jeopardy from Troy Tabata. Troy Tabata sliding up, just can't quite complete the pass. Looking up front, that's a battle for the lead, as you have Josh Harm trying to run down Alex Bergeron right now. I know based on chat we've seen, Alex Bergeron is the favorite here to win this race. So we'll see if he can hold up to the hype. And if he can, he will get the win. But right now, Josh Harm is reeling him in very quickly here in this feature race. The question is, who is going to win? Can Eddie Ryan come up here and do something with these guys? Again, the number 39 Eddie Ryan trying to do what he can. He is right there. He is not giving this thing up easy. He is not handing it over to Alex Bergeron by any means. He is definitely running him down at the moment. Right now, let's see, we'll check in Troy Tabata working his way up. Oh, contact between Champagne and Tabata. Tabata hits the cone and actually the wall just a little bit, and he has no front wing now. That is going to make it very difficult to drive that car. He is a very skilled driver, though, so I'm sure you will see him still moving forward, but it's going to make it very difficult to drive that car with no front wing giving him downforce. We'll see how he progresses through with no front wing. Right, take a look here. Again, Richard Stallings had such a good run here in practice. He was at the top and in qualifying too, but right now he is not doing the best. I'm sure he's doing a good job. He's in 7th, but definitely expect to see a little further based on his qualifying run. But nevertheless, still putting on a good run. Very great driver, very clean driver. As you see him and Drew Hirschko battling right now for 7th position. Tommy Champagne, something happened to him. He's on the inside now. No cards out. Oh, Tommy Champagne's going to get into Hirschko, and that is going to hurt Hirschko's chances of getting up there and racing with the 175 as they're going to trade spots back and forth. Right now, Tommy Champagne's going to get back by him, but that definitely hurt Hirschko's chances here. Craig Luan seems to be out of the race. Not sure what happened to him. No caution came out. That Hirschko's going to slide back up, and here comes another one. So we're going to take a look here to the front. No battles going on there. Actually, we're going to stay right back here. Let's go up to right in here. That is a battle for 2nd place between Josh Harmon, Eddie Ryan, and Alex Bergeron is pulling out to a little bit of a lead. He's got a 2.2 second lead at the moment. So we'll see if he can hang on to that lead. These top 3 have kind of spread out just a little bit. We'll definitely see if they can possibly do anything with that leader. Alex Bergeron, right there, that guy right there has led all the laps. He has led 20 laps as we have 10 laps to go. Going to be 9 laps to go at the line. Can he hang on to it? But here come the top 3 guys with him. The number 8 of Josh Harmon and Eddie Ryan. They're taken to the high side right now, and it looks like that may be paying off. Look at the momentum boost they get. It's just not quite enough to get by Bergeron. So we'll keep an eye on these guys throughout the rest of this race. Can they get by him? As it looks like Harm's going to get into the wall just a little bit, but he still has a lot of momentum going for him. Troy Tabata still hanging on the 4th with no front wing. It looks like there he is. He does have a front wing now, so that must have been a glitch there, but he does have a front wing as the caution's going to come out, and it's going to be Blake Derflinger. It looks like is involved. Let's go back and take a look at that and see what brought that out. Not sure. I'm not sure. William Roberts Jr. may have been involved in this too. I will definitely keep an eye and see what happened. Oh, Derflinger wasn't Roberts. We thought it might have been involved. Derflinger gets into the inside wall and spins himself around. That will bring out the first caution here in the feature race. So back up to our leaders. Take a look at our cautions. That is our first caution for 2 laps. 5 laps to go. Looks like we'll go green with about a 2 or 3 lap shootout. Our top 5 after 25 laps completed, going to be 26 at the line, is Alex Bergeron, Josh Harm, Eddie Ryan, Troy Tabata, Richard Stallings. Those are your top 5 drivers at the moment. So this could get very interesting. This is their first chance here to bunch back up since everyone's kind of got spread out. So we will see as they're going to double file up and get ready. They will get the green flag this time by. There it is. Green flag's out. Alex Bergeron on the gas before the pace truck even leaves pit road. And here comes Eddie Ryan. The battle really is for 2nd place at the moment. Eddie Ryan by the 8 of Josh Harm. He's going to try to put something on the leader here if he can get enough chance with 2 laps to go. I'm not sure if he has enough time, but he's definitely going to try everything he can right now to try and get by him. But again, Eddie Ryan and Troy Tabata gets by him as well. Looks like Josh Harm, something happened. He may have run out of fuel or something, but the white flag is out. Doesn't matter. Your leader is Eddie Ryan. We're going to take a look. 2nd place, Alex Bergeron, your leader. Eddie Ryan in 2nd, Troy Tabata in 3rd. But your race winner is going to be Alex Bergeron here tonight. Again, not sure what happened to Josh Harm. May have ran out of fuel or something. But either way, he is done here tonight. But this race is over anyway. Doesn't matter. But it was just in the nick of time he ran out of fuel. So unfortunately for him, he has stopped there on the track. Out of fuel or something is what it looks like. So again, we will be back here. We'll see if we can't get our top 3 in here for an interview real quick. So don't go anywhere. We will be right back with your top 3 interviews. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here with your post-race show. Again, we'll do a full interview here tonight as we have time to get everybody in. Coming in third place tonight is Troy Tabata. So, first off, what a race. You hung in there. It looked like you might have hit the wall or some contact there. There for a while, it looked like you had no front wing, and then it came back. So it might have been a bit of a glitch. But after that contact, what was that car like to handle out there?
It was a handful. I was pretty loose. I wasn't expecting the track to be that slick. The other two races were a little more tacky than that, but we'll take what we got. I kind of stepped on it a little bit in qualifying, but other than that, pretty good race all in all. I got into one of those cars there once. I didn't mean to. It was just an accident, but that's part of it.
Yeah, definitely. Racing is a full contact sport, and contact will happen. Nothing out here is usually intentional. It's just part of the sport. But you put in a good run, finishing in third. You run up towards the front most of the race, but definitely a good points night for you moving forward into the big money race. So. Any sponsors, shout-outs you want to give for that third-place finish here tonight?
Yeah, I want to shout out my team, TSR, all my guys that helped me get here, and Diamond Auto Sales, or whatever it's called, Setzer Fabricating, and Jones Core.
All right. Well, again, congrats on third place. Finishing just one spot ahead of him is Eddie Ryan. So, first off, as always, congrats on a second place finish. Sets you up in a really good spot going into Saturday night as far as points. Shouldn't have to go through any last chance qualifiers. So we know y'all been doing a lot of practice. So coming in here from practice and actually finally having your race, is it a little bit of relief to know that you finished second, you got a good points finish going into the big race Saturday?
It is. I mean, you nailed it. Taking the pressure off and hoping to get locked in the show was the main goal. I hope seconds across the board will achieve that. I mean, you always want to win, but in a deal like this, that's a multi-day event. You got to jump the first hurdle before you can get to the last one.
Yeah, definitely. And a second place finish is a big jump over that hurdle. You cleared it with ease here tonight. Like I said, this track did seem to slick off a little bit more. So as far as practicing goes, I know we've seen a lot of people practicing over and over. Did you kind of practice for any scenario, whether it be tacky or slick, or was it more of a you practice one and this kind of three for a curveball here tonight?
Before yesterday, I was off like 5 days, so I was a little rusty. But myself, along with my teammates at TSR, we've tested on various track conditions and scenarios and fuel, and I think that was pretty integral in running up front tonight. I think track position was pretty critical. I don't think Alex's car was really any or much better than mine. I think him nailing the pole position and getting the pole for the feature was the biggest difference.
Yeah, definitely track position in any form of racing can help, especially when a track does start wearing down, and it makes it really hard to pass. So again, track position does play a huge factor here in dirt track racing. But we know you have some sponsors and shout-outs, so who would those be for that second place finish here tonight?
I definitely want to thank L&S Express, my buddy Ted Liette. He helps me out on this deal. Drew Neal, 19 Designs. He paints pretty much all of our TSR cars, so even if we aren't fast, we'll look fast. All my teammates at TSR, we kind of have a little transparency going, and it's working out, and we've all picked up speed. And definitely want to thank the broadcasters at MaxSpeedTV and all the sponsors, along with the D1RT guys, to make this big event happen for all of us virtual racers.
Well, definitely we convey that as well to all the sponsors out there. and a good finish in second place. But again, finishing just one spot, y'all were neck and neck most of the race. Is the 12 of Alex Bergeron. So first off, how does it feel to nab a win here in the feature race and qualifiers?
It's pretty sweet, I should say. Well, these fast guys were very competitive tonight. It was very helpful to start on the pole on my heat and make my way to the feature and win the feature. But the feature was a little bit tough with Josh and Eddie. So that was good racing up there on the cushion. That was fun.
Yeah, and I'm not sure what happened to Josh. It looked like he may have ran out of fuel there. But other than that, going into tonight, obviously we've been preparing for this for over 2 months now. But going into it, what kind of expectations did you have? You always hope you can win, but looking at the list of competition, did you think you have a pretty good shot, or was it coming out here and just hoping for the best and doing the best you can and trying not to make mistakes?
I mean, that's for sure. With money on the line, the best of the best come here. I just look at it like in just a random official race. I mean, it's just these guys we race together. Austin, Tim, Ryan, and all these guys we all race together in the broadcast on the Fridays and stuff like that. So it's just try to take that as much relax as possible and trying to go forward into the feature Saturday. And it's like you said, it's just. We hope for the best, but we like you said, we just want to win, and we'll try to do our best possible to get a feature win Saturday with the big cash. But if we finish second, third, I mean, it's still some good money. I mean, thank you to these guys for putting up this race with Tony Stewart Racing and all the other sponsors and Dirt Racing with Team VLR. I just appreciate so much, and I'm sure all the other guys are appreciating that as well. It's just so much. It's a big event, so I think it's the biggest with the money on the line. So looking forward to it.
Yeah, definitely a big race, a lot of money and a lot of pride on the line. So I do see some great racing, and we are not done just yet. We still have a few more pieces of business to take care of. Hopefully, he is here not to catch him off guard. But Ed, you got a copy?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, looking for the other Ed.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, you're fine. I don't think he's here, but. Let's see, get him a word in. He is obviously the one helping put all this on. We'll see if we can't get him here in a minute. But moving on to the unofficial race results, barring any race control issues. Coming away with the win is Alex Bergeron. Second place, Eddie Ryan. Third place, Troy Tabata. Fourth place, Tommy Champagne. And fifth place, Drew Herchko. Sixth place goes to Blake Durflinger. Seventh place, Richard Stallings. Eighth place, William Roberts Jr. in ninth place, Josh Harm, and rounding out the top 10 is Craig Levan. Again, unfortunately, Ronnie Followay and Robert Kerstetter for some reason did not make the feature race. Not sure what happened to those two. We did not see them even start a heat race. But before we sign off for the night, we do want to give a shout out to all of the sponsors ourselves, all the sponsors that help MaxSpeedTV do what we do. Performance PCs, they are the official water cooling and modification company of MaxSpeedTV. SimSpeedShop.com, our newest sponsor on board. Definitely check them out at SimSpeedShop.com or just look them up on Facebook at SimSpeedShop. We were on there the other day, saw some pretty cool looking button boxes for selling there, so definitely check those out. Two teams here that help us out is HRE Motorsports and Elite 7 Racing. They do a good job of supporting us and keeping us going here on MaxSpeedTV. And last but not least, virtualtoreality.tv. Again, we said we would give away a 3-month code to one person here in iRacing that are on the stream that does not have iRacing. So if you've never been on iRacing, go to MaxSpeedTV on Facebook. Look us up. The first person that has at least a gaming controller or a wheel and pedals to message us on our Facebook page, we will give you a 3-month code to iRacing to get you on here for free for 3 months. Again, the first person to message us, we will look at timestamps after this race and get back to you as soon as possible. But the first person that does not have iRacing, that has a gaming controller or a wheel and pedals already, will walk away with that. On the racing side of things, a lot of big sponsors that have made this possible is Sester Fabrication. They are one. Diamond Auto Center, definitely check all these guys out. Bubba Army, Gerbs Graphics, Jones Core, and of course the biggest one on board is Tony Stewart Racing. So definitely check out all of these sponsors on their Facebook pages. If they have a website, some way to get a hold of them, let them know you very much appreciate them giving all their time and money to this race to make it possible. As well as obviously D1RT Racing. They put a lot of time and money into this, a lot of effort into this to make it happen. So definitely give all of those guys a big shout out on their Facebook pages. For all the latest details on this race, you can go to the D1RT Racing page on the Facebook page, or just check out MaxSpeedTV. We'll be posting stuff that they post as well and sharing it. But as always, on behalf of D1RT Racing and all the sponsors that made this possible, and MaxSpeedTV, we will see you tomorrow night at 6:50 Central for another 3 races here in qualifiers.